Hi everyone, what I'm going to be showing you today is how to replace brake pads on Vauxhall Astra. To do this, what you will need is some tools, obviously the brake pads, and some grease to grease the contact between the brake pad and the calipers. You can use many type of grease as long as it's anti-seize grease. Today I'm going to be using this one. This is for metal free permanent lubricant for brakes. You can also use copper grease. As you can see at the back, it says anti-seize grease that can handle high temperatures, and that's what you will need. So as you can see, I've already lifted the car up. Make sure you put axle stands. What you want to start with is remove the wheel. That's a 17mm socket. As you can see, that's your discs and that's your brake pads. So what we're gonna have to do now is lock it to one side, just so you have more space to work on the back of it. And as you can see, there's one bolt and there's one more just here. So what you have to do is pry those cups off to the side, don't lose them. Pry the other one, inside there's going to be a 7mm Allen key. I'm using a 7mm bit and the bit adapter and a 1/4 inch ratchet. Just crack them loose for now. See if they even come out. Now what you will need to do is get a flathead screwdriver and insert it into a hole between the brake pad and the disc and pry it, push it apart. But before you push it fully, open the bonnet and remove the brake fluid cap. So back to our caliper. Now you can start prying the piston, pushing the piston in, and you'll probably see the piston going back. Remove them completely. Bottom one and the top one. They don't want to come out, they just spin. And just get your screwdriver and push the bolt out from here and they should come out. Now you can just pull it out. What you want to do is take your flathead screwdriver and pry this clip up just like that and bring it forward. This will allow you to remove your caliper completely. Now what you do is just grab the brake pad and pull it up, and there's the brake pad out. And with this, what you have to do is pull on this clip and get it over the caliper on both sides and just push the brake pad out. And there you go. To push this in completely, you can use a big water pump plier. Basically adjust it and grab the piston and caliper and force it in. And keep going. That's it. And now it's all the way in. Now what you can do is just put it somewhere it's safe, make sure it doesn't fall. Okay guys, I will have to change the discs as well, because as you can see, pretty much worn out. This one is better than the other one. Let me show you the other one. Basically nothing on one side, as you'll be seeing. It started to basically eating the disc out on this edge. Okay guys, so as you can see, I've got the discs as well. So yeah, as I mentioned before, we have to replace the discs as well. You do this, you move your caliper away, and now on this car you wouldn't have to remove the caliper carrier. On some cars there is two bolts that hold the caliper, the carrier to the hub, but this is, as you can see, it's together with the hub. There's no way of taking this out. So to change those discs, this one on this car, you have to just take this bolt, which is a T30. It's meant to be, but as you can see, someone tried to take it off and smash the bolt a little bit, but luckily mine is just hand tight, as you can see. So I'll be removing those on both sides. Just remove them. I think I might have new ones, so I'll be replacing them as well. And just all you have to do is pull it off. That's your disc. Now what you want to do is take a wire brush and brush the whole hub around here and this surfaces here where the brake pad go. You can see I've used a wire brush, and basically what I did is went around everywhere where the disc will go and where the brake pad will sit. So just brush it good, make sure it's quite clean. What to do is take some brake cleaner and just spray wherever I cleaned it. That's it. Let it dry and then we'll start putting everything back together. What I forget to mention is you can also take a wire brush and brush this surface here and here at the back of the caliper. Brake disc on. All you want to do is this. What you want to do is get some brake cleaner, get some tissue, and basically get some brake cleaner on the tissue and wipe the whole disc, because there is oil on it, so you want to get rid of it. Now your discs are ready to put back on. What I like to do before I put the disc back on onto the hub, I like to get some copper grease and put it all around this area, just so next time when I need to replace it, they're not gonna seize on, because some disc does, and you have to knock it from the back to get it off. So just get some copper grease and just all around the hub. And that's it. So do it on the other side. You're ready to put your disc on. So get your disc. There's one hole like this where it has this cone kind of shape hole. So this has to line up with that little hole here where you're going to be able to screw this nut so you can hold the disc. By the way, I got a new one. I found some new in my shed, so I'll be replacing them as well. So get your disc, put them up, line them up with the hole. And put the screw back. This is a T30 screw, by the way. I'm sure if I mentioned before. So get your ratchet. Doesn't need to be tight, just snug so you hold. That's it. So now all you have to do is put the brake pads. And one thing, sometimes when you in the middle of changing the brake disc, when you put new disc on, sometimes you can bend this by accident and it will touch the disc. So when you turn, that's why I turn it after I put it in. I put it on just to see if it's not rubbing anywhere. So if it rubs, just check the backing plate and just get a screwdriver and pry it back. But as you can hear, it doesn't make any noise. So we're ready to put the brake pads on. It's going to be one of those on one side, and then there's going to be on this side. So this is your inner one and this is your outer one. If I put them on, what I like to do is take one old one, one new one, put them next to it, next to each other, and check if they're same. And do it with the other one. I know they're a little bit different, as in those hooks, but if you're unsure if they're correct, just take one, put it on, and as you can see, it fits perfect. So it's just sometimes it's slightly different, but as long as it fits, it's good. So those little metal pieces on top of the brake pad, they basically, when your braking surface, which is this, goes down up to where this metal thing ends, you basically scratch your disc, telling you, making a squeak noise, telling you that you need to change your brake pads. And once this starts to squeak, you have to change them straight away if you want to save your discs. Because if you're going to keep driving like this, then you're going to just score your disc and you have to replace brake pads and discs. So that's good to know. What you have to do first is put the brake pads onto the caliper first before you put the caliper on. Some cars you can put the brake pads on the disc and then put the caliper. On this one you can't do it because you have to slide them into that little piston. As you can see, there's the springs, so make sure they line up and just snap the brake pad in. And with this one is a little bit different. You have to get those clips over the caliper here, so you have to slide it from the top, but then it's not going to go all the way. So what you have to do is push this clip round and over like this, then you will slide all the way in, and this clip needs to sit under this groove like this and this. Okay, so before you put the caliper back on, what you have to do is take some brake pad grease and put small amounts of it into these grooves in the brake pads, the bottom and the top. Now you're ready to put the caliper back on. What you have to do is put the bottom first at this angle, just so put the carry in between this and this, so it has to go at this angle and then the top can go on. So bottom and then top, you have to take those bolts that holds the caliper, and you have to lubricate the sides of it with the brake pad grease, and then screw it back in. And the same with the other one. Okay. Now, I like to just take a ratchet and just do a hand tight. Try it by hand. Okay. And don't forget about the little cups. Make sure it sits in all these grooves. Put this clip back on its place. So make sure that it sits in those grooves here behind the caliper. Put your fingers here. Take a screwdriver. Put it in here like this, and try and basically force this clip in. Just like this, into the back of the caliper. You have to move the brake wear indicator. Give it a smack. Just make sure it's in, and you're done. And you're done. All you have to do now is put the wheel back on. Put the wheel back on and make sure it's tight. And that's it, you're done. And you don't forget about the other side, obviously. So yeah. I'm just gonna put the wheel back on. Now, as you can see, this is full. But now that the pistons are fully in, what we have to do is go inside the car, pump the brake a few times until it's hard. Check if it doesn't, press it and hold it, see if it doesn't go down. Mine doesn't, so it's not leaking any fluid anywhere. And now, as you can see, it went down. We're still above the max. So you have to get some syringe or something and just take some fluid out, just so it's, I would say, below maximum. Just it's slightly below the maximum. Now close the cap. Take some rag, give it a pat, and that's it. That's it. So that's how you change the brakes, step by step. This one is already done. I've already done it off the camera. And basically the idea is the same as on the other side. You just have to follow the steps like you did on this side, and you'll be done. So now put the wheel back on, go for a test drive. Make sure everything is okay, it brakes fine. Just before you go on the road, make sure it brakes. And then yeah, done. Thank you for watching. If this video helped you, then leave a like. Make sure you subscribe for future videos like this. And thanks for watching.